I'm Caleb with Means Woodshop, and today we're going to make this really neat beer tote out of reclaimed pine. Well, you would think for a good intro I would have beer in there, but I drank pretty much all of mine last night. I just have the empty tote now, but that's my own fault. But anyways, let's check this out. Quite a bit of these old pine boards. They're nice and kind of rustic looking, and they're not from a pallet, in case any pallet wood haters are watching. This is actually from an old record crate that I bought maybe 7-8 years ago, maybe more than that. And I want to make a new record crate eventually, so I took the old one apart and I'm going to use these boards to make a beer tote. I may have some gaps when I go to glue up these panels because I'm not ripping the boards down at all. But the boards as they are now, unripped, is about the width I want them to be. I'm gluing up 2 of these panels, so I'll have plenty of length for the 2 sides and then another panel that should be plenty big enough for the bottom. Okay, I got both my panels glued up, so I think it's time for some lunch. So I've cleaned up an edge on one of those panels and I've set up a stop block so I can cut the sides of the tote. I've used some double-sided carpet tape to put my 2 ends together, and I could cut out the tote shape. Before I separate the 2 sides, I could drill some holes here to get a point started for my jigsaw so I can make kind of a mortise and tenon type thing for the handle.
Japanese hand saw. 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 Japanese hand saw.
So after a long time of sanding and shaping and stuff, I glued on this divider to the center of the bottom, and I'm going to glue most of the tote together. I'm not going to glue the handle in place at all because once these sides are glued together, it'll stay in place. So my workbench is a mess, and I've got some empty beer bottles that I was using to take measurements, and I just took this out of the clamps and was getting ready to put the sides on, which are really nice sides because they had stuff like these knots in there that were going to look really cool. But I just realized I made an error. This was the first handle I made, and it was a little bit too short, but it's the same exact length as the bottom of the beer tote. So I unwisely cut out all my sides to that length, but that doesn't work because they need to go on the outside. So now you can see I'm about almost 3/4 of an inch short, and I can't really put them in there because if I do, the beer bottles don't fit. So now I've got to cut and sand new sides. And there with the new sides sanded and cut and all of that work done, I've got them glued on so I could wait for that to dry and then Probably a little bit more sanding and we can finish it. I think this old pine beer tote would look pretty nice with a Danish oil finish. Anyways, I'm pleased with how this came out. I like the nice earthy finish of the Danish oil on this old pine. If you liked and enjoyed this project, give her a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel because I have new woodworking projects like this every Friday. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.